Go live. Hello and welcome aboard this easyJet A320 service from Lisbon to Luton. We'll be getting things set up momentarily and then we'll be on our way directly. Hopefully I should have Nightbot on this channel now. So let me just test that. I don't know if it will respond to me or not, but we'll see. Okay, that's doing Jekyll. That's that's good. That worked. Oh, come on, you stupid Nightbot piece of crap. I've got that on my commands, right? So it should be on my channel. I've gone live. Let me just get it to join again. Apologies about this, but I do want to get this working. Okay, let's copy that in. Community settings. Paste. Nightbot. Save. Okay. That should be good. Let's try that again, shall we? See if Nightbot is going to be nice to me. Don't think it's doing much, is it? That's not very good. Anyway, enough of that. We'll worry about that later. Let's get this flight underway. We're flying on VATSIM, so I just need to set up VATSIM a minute. So bear with me. Call sign today is going to be EZY 58 Delta Charlie. Delta Charlie. We're in a A320. A320. There we go. Let's connect. And let's file the flight plan. Most important, of course, we are going from departure airport. Oh, Jesus, why does it put that in there? LPPT should be in there. Departure airport is LPPT. We are going to EGGW. And our alternate airport today is EGCC. EGCC, hoping to depart within the hour, 0900. Time en route is going to be 2 hours 20. This flight, 3 hours 20. And we will be cruising at 36,000 feet. 36. And our flight plan, copy that. Yeah, paste that in there. Let's see, let's run through that. That all looks good. Our flight plan. Okay, let's get this plane up and running. We've still got ground on the ground here. It's good. It's good. Let's bring my charts back up. Okay, so we're there. We're going to be departing at runway 3. Okay, brilliant. All right. Let's get this plane underway. Let me see now. A320 checklist. So, engine master off, ignition selector. Battery 1, 2 on. First things first. Oh, I need to turn ultimate traffic live off, don't I? There we go. Exterior power on, APU, and master and start. Give it a few seconds. Okay, that's going to take a little bit of time to power up. So yeah, we're going to push back and pretty much just take that taxiway straight down to runway 3 and depart out here in Lisbon. We're back in, gee, why is that orange? So, yeah, I need to, that orange is way too, it needs to be a darker orange. Why is that orange so bright? I need to change the contrast settings on this, I think. I don't know how it looks on stream, but it's looking rather too bright on my monitor. I don't know if that's my monitor settings or my in-game settings. I have to look into that. I'm not going to do it now, but okay, APU is up and running. Sear power, GPU track, camera lights. Okay, so now that's up and running. Let's get the FMC on and get GSX in doing its thing. So we come here and I want to there you go, menu, options, doors, left forward, open those, GSX, cross boarding please, yep, okay, and I also need to set up the fuel load, of course. So fuel we'll be using for today's journey is going to be 8,852. 8,852. I did open the cargo door. Ah, don't give me this crap. There we are. Turn. I thought I did open the doors. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Payload. Payload, zero fuel weight is 59.1. 59.1 is zero fuel weight today. There we go, it's payload sorted out. Want other FMC on as well. The FSlabs A320 has some new features in the FMC for sorting out stuff, which I haven't had a chance to look at yet. I'm not going to waste everyone's time doing that now. Let's see, parking brake is set. Oh yes. Don't let me forget to start my flight. Brake pedals, parking brake, flaps up. Ground spoilers, probe window heat and APU bleeds can come on now. 1 and 2. Speeds icon packs, good. Let's get the Addons aligned. Like that. Okay, it is emergency lights. Should be, yeah, armed. Landing elevation auto. Strobe lights. Auto. Radio panel. Radio frequency. Altimeter set. We can get the ATIS in a minute. I don't think they can have ATIS here. I don't think he's got ATIS. He's just got ground details here. And details, yeah, close. So I'll just get the GSX. No, sorry, FSlab. No, active sky weather request. Departure station QNH here is 1012. 1012. Back, close. QNH 1012. Okay, and the controller's frequency on ground is 121.75. Let's tune that in. 121. It's 121.75. Let's confirm. 121.75. Yep. Boarding completed. It's going to annoy the shit out of me. Good morning, Lisbon ground. Easy 58 Delta Charlie Airbus A320 on stand Foxtrot 8. QNH is 1012. IFR to Luton, please.
Easy 58 Delta Charlie. Good morning, sir. Clear to Luton via XT, the 4 November departure, runway 03 in squawk 4705, initial flight level 6.
Okay, so that's cleared on runway 3 via the XC Delta 4 end departure, squawking 4705 and initial climb 6000 for Easy 58 Delta Charlie.
Easy 58 Delta Charlie, read back correct.
Initial climb 6000. Okay, options, doors, nose, hips. Alright, so we're good on that. We've got ATC clearance, we can program up the FMC now. So, flight plan, no, init ref, sorry. So, there we are, we're going from LPPT to EGGW. Is correct? Yes. And we are packing how much fuel today? 8.8. 8.8 on the block fuel. Let's get those details in there. Using cost index 20. No, we're not. We're using cost index 20? Hold on. I thought we were using cost index 7. Change that. Cruising altitude level is going to be 360. Jesus. 360. Okay, now we can put all that block fuel. So the gravity is going to be 27 on that, so let's just come over and sort that out on the trim wheel. 27 gives us about up 0.4, let's say. Performance, so 1 up 0.4. Brilliant. Okay, that's good for there. Let's come along to the actual flight plan. So we are departing out runway 3 via the XE Delta 4 November departure. That's interesting. I wonder how... Let's go to the 3 November departure. He's only ground, it's not going to make any difference to him, is it? Exceeder, from there we are going direct to Degal. Yeah. And from Degal it's direct to Rivro. No. Jesus. This is going to be annoying. You're annoying. This is going south fast. What's going on with this? Degal. Good, how many degals can we have in here? Right. Exida, degal. From degal, we want to go a rivro, yeah? Brilliant. From rivro, we go direct to Tosda, or Tosdi, sorry, Tosdi, yeah. And from Tosdi, we go onto the airways, UN745, UN745, and then ZMR, UN873, UN873, then takes us to Mokor, and from Mokor, UP87, EP87, to Teppo, and from Teppo, UN876, UN67, yeah, to Ekras, and from Ekras, UM184, to Dikro, and from Dikro we want UM185. Okay, insert. And from Dikro, what did we say? UM185. UM185, brilliant. To Tel2, and we'll put the approach in whilst we're en route. So we'll leave that there for now. Come back to performance a minute because we need our V speeds. Oh, there though. Flex to temperature 40 on there. Clear flight plan. Okay, let's just make sure that departure looks okay. It does to me. Okay, so we got that all filed in. See flight directors on. Right, that's off nav mode. Clock ATC TCAS. So we need to tune to 4705 on that. Here we go, 4705. Anti-skid on. Yep, weather radar is off, thrust levers idle, ignition selectors normal. Days are aligned, yes they all are, brilliant. Doors closed, stairways dismissed, seatbelts and no smoking line on. C. Oops. On. Beacon light, on board checklist. Fuel pumps. Okay, we're ready for pushback and departure. Brilliant. Lisbon ground, easy 58, Delta Charlie, ready for pushback and start, please.
Easy 58 Delta Charlie, Squawk Charlie.
Say again, easy 58 Delta Charlie.
Easy 58 Delta Charlie, Squawk Mode Charlie.
Roger that, Squawk Mode Charlie, easy 58 Delta Charlie. Just means to turn my squawk on. Oops, done before. Let's just check that's
Easy 58 Delta Charlie, push and start approved, facing south.
Push and start approved, facing south, easy 58 Delta Charlie. Well, we are facing south, so we just want to push straight back, I guess. That's an interesting one. I thought he'd want me to push around to the right. We'll just push straight back, see what it says. Okay, we are facing south 180 degrees. Good. Addons, GSX. Yeah. Perfect pushback, straight pushback. Engines no. Turn the PDF down slightly. It's initial climb 6,000. He said, didn't he?
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Q and H. I did set that. Yeah. Remove the ground power unit. I didn't realise I had the freaking ground power unit. 10 center controls. I haven't got the
Locking gear.
ground power bloody unit connected. What ground power unit? You one on me? I don't see a ground power unit anywhere, do you? No.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Okay.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
No. That one. Engine start. Switch that on whilst we're at it. Nav charts.
Set parking brakes.
Okay. Engine master 1, 2 are on ignition selector, can come back to normal. AP bleeds off. Air compacts are on. Ground spoilers
Unlocking gear.
armed. Auto brake. Max. Rudder trim, pitch trim, flaps.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
AP master switch off. Checklist. NTI sets activity on those lights. Brake.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Lisbon ground, easy 58 Delta Charlie, ready for taxi, please.
Easy 58 Delta Charlie, taxi. Holding point November 2 via Foxtrot, Uniform November.
Holding point November 2 via Foxtrot, Uniform November, easy 58 Delta Charlie. Take a config check. No. Cabin check. That's new. There we go.
EZ58 to Delta Charlie, no further APC available for you. 10 Unicom 122.80. Enjoy your flight to Luton, sir.
Unicom on 122.8 for EZ58 Delta Charlie. Thank you and bye. Anyone's coming into land here, are they? This is a bit weird, isn't it? Not sure this is what they had in mind for the departure one, but never mind, we will depart straight out. Flaps are set. Spin it around on the runway now. And then we'll look to depart straight out from there we go. Interesting. Right, I got manual toga. Never mind, we'll run with this while I figure out what's going on.
Retard.
What? You retard, that sounds buggy.
Retard.
Calling me a retard. Shut up. Hello! There's a British Airways guy going. That's interesting. You mean gear not down? Shut up. Shut up. Why would the gear be down? I'm taking off. Okay, that's buggy. Okay, to find out why it decided to do all that to me. So we can climb to a cruise of 36,000. There we go. Well, that British Airways plane is doing slewing across everywhere. That's interesting. Oh, I forgot to turn the packs off for departure, you idiot. Yeah, they've obviously changed a few bits about this, I'm going to have to read up on. This is going to make life interesting. Anyway, we're climbing out quite happily now from Lisbon on our way to Luton. Bit bumpy departure. So we continue our climb. Passing 9,000 feet. That's pretty good to have some ATC on the ground in Lisbon. Probably not going to be too much for the remainder of our flight. Okay, let's get the lights off. Runways off. Jeez, what is it with me and lights recently? Holy jeez, turn the landing lights on or anything. Shouldn't fly first thing in the morning when I'm tired. So yeah, I'm flying this on P3D because I wanted to try out the new FSlabs update, which I downloaded the other day. This is my first flight in it, so I don't know what all the it's probably calling me a retard because I forgot to turn on the lights for my departure. I wasn't happy. Real bumpy departure. God, we're really getting chucked around here. It's not a fine day in the UK, so I'm not expecting any problem-causing weather on arrival. Should be good. And this plane definitely feels, I don't know, I know, maybe that is right. It's just the sun shining off it made it look really pale. It looks okay now. On the ground it's just really shiny in the sun. I think it's just the way the sun shines off it. Yeah, that's better. Oops. Yeah, past 18:30. I think we probably we'll leave the seatbelts on just a little bit longer as we've had a fair bit of turbulence. We'll wait till we yeah, see. We'll wait till we climb a little bit higher, and then we'll sort those out. Flight time today, it will be in the region of around about 2 hours and 20 minutes. A little bit shorter than it took me to get down to Cape Town yesterday. God, that flight. That was indeed the furthest flight I've ever done. That took a fair old while. So I landed it nicely though. The FSlabs A320 has got a very twitchy rudder. At least with the way I've got it set up, so that can make landing this plane awkwardly, but we'll see. Awkward, rather. We'll see how we get on later. I was going to figure out why. So I have to Google that. FSlabs A320 retard on takeoff. Let's have a look what it says about that. Is any ATC or planes around me on VATSIM? Yeah, we are on VATSIM. We have, let's have a look, any other regions? Ah, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. There we go. London Control is online. Let's hope they are still online for my approach into Luton. That would be good if they are. It's always nice to have ATC, at least for departure and landing. It's not so bad if there's not any during the flight. In fact, that's just reminded me. See. Switch again. What the fuck is going on with that? Oh, there we go. It's alive. Okay, we're climbing out nicely. I'll take the seatbelt signs off now. Hopefully that's the worst of the turbulence over. Got an easyJet flight in front of us. Oh, he's just come into Porto from Luton, funnily enough. And I'm now flying from Lisbon up to oh yes, that's reminded me. I've got to do my approach. Haven't put that in. So EGGW arrival. We're expecting ILS runway 8, and hopefully the Telt 1 Lima arrival. Insert that into the plan. Brilliant. And let's just go and scope through the plan. I'm pretty sure ATC at Heathrow at London will direct me differently, because it's not going to make me go to fly all that swirly whirly crap. I would imagine somewhere around here I will be vectored off that way. So I've got to pay attention to the approach charts, make sure I'm at appropriate altitudes, because otherwise it'll be way too high for that. Let's just have a quick look at the approach, the star 4 I'm interested in. Telt 1 Lima arrival. So let's see what's it saying. Let's see if I VATS Tau 2 19,000 as we come over the coast there. Doesn't say really anything about what we should be. Ah, here we are. Should be at 7,000 by Laurel, but it's unlikely we will get all the way up to Laurel for a runway 8 landing. I'd imagine we'll be vectored off somewhere around Vaton, in which case we're going to need to be yeah, see, Vaton, we can't be too low because we'll leave things as they are, and it'll be interesting to see how we get vectored. They may vector us up here to Laurel and then down here and loop round, because I'm not sure where. You can't see any of that on my other screen, so you won't really know what I'm talking about. But I'm hoping London ATC stays online, or because I'd really like to see how they handle this approach for me. I'd be interested. I've just remembered I haven't started my clock. So much I forgot to do. We're nearly up to cruising altitude though, which is good. Let's just take that menu up the top there, it's getting in the way. Yeah, looking nice out there. Beautiful clear day across Portugal, although it's a little bit clouds about in Lisbon. The rest of Portugal is looking nice. Got a pretty hefty headwind, 72 knots. I might give ourselves a bit more welly, because we could be doing another, let's see, 10, 15. Okay, sorry, about another 25 knots. So, there we go. We are now at cruise. Fabulous. I'll leave it as it is for now. Making our merry way up to Luton. I don't know if this Nightbot thing is actually working. Alrighty. The good thing about the VATSIM on P3D on a 4K monitor is you can still read the Unicom chat. Obviously, as I've touched upon already with Squawk Box, it makes the writing tiny. They are apparently working on an update for Squawk Box which will address that issue, so I read. However, when that's ready, I have no idea. Oh, could do without those headwinds today. 70, it's really going to slow things down. So other flights I'll be doing today, probably be later on. I don't know if I'll be streaming them or just recording them and then uploading them. I haven't decided yet. It's going to be fairly short flights, so I'm not sure I will stream them. Probably just record them and upload them. I'll be going from Billund to Oslo in the Dash 8 Q400. The Fly UK rostering, auto rostering thing seems to like giving me a lot of Dash flights recently. So yeah, we'll be having some fun in that again later. And then I may also be going from LaGuardia up to Boston, Manchester, or Manchester, Boston, I forget which way around it is now, a short hop. I think it's going to be in the CRJ. I haven't really decided yet if I'm going to do that today or tomorrow. We'll see how the time goes. Tomorrow, what am I going to bring you tomorrow? Well, that's a very good question. I'm leaning towards doing Wizz Air from Budapest down to Mallorca. I've also got to bring my Ryanair pilot home to Stansted from Tallinn. So yeah, we'll see how things go. So that's likely to be tomorrow's flights. Today, obviously at the moment, we are travelling from... just seeing those clouds pop up there has reminded me, I had an email through this morning from Rex talking about their upcoming Environment Force program, which is going to be releasing very soon. Very excited about this. It's going to allow basically you to change, so basically look at what PTA does, changing all your colours and shaders and so forth. It's literally going to allow you to do stuff like that on the fly, which is going to be brilliant. Because at the moment you make some changes on PTA and then you go back into the sim and then you've got to see, do I like that or not. This is going to allow you to do it whilst you're flying, and that's really going to allow you to fine tune the simulator to how you want it to look visually, and I'm really excited about this product. What else it will do, it's also going to allow dynamic weather. And by what I mean by that is you'll see the clouds change. Apparently, weather systems building and colours changing, and I've seen a few sort of examples of it on I can't remember if it's on YouTube or wherever else. It does look like it's going to be quite something. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll most certainly be getting it when it comes, and then I will be hopefully. Be able to show you on my channel what it can do. So stay tuned for that. I'll be bringing you that as and when I can. As and when, obviously, firstly I've got to wait for the actual product to be released, and then I've got to have time for it. I've got plenty of time to do this channel at the moment. I've got family away. Obviously when they're back, things are going to be a little bit more limited as to when I can stream and upload. But I will be bringing you a look at Environment Force as and when it arrives. So at the moment here on VATSIM we have 405 pilots flying, of which I am one, and we have 21 controllers. Be lovely if VATSIM got more controllers. The trouble is, because you've got the online programs fragmented a bit, you've got obviously VATSIM, you've got iVal, you've got Pilot Edge. It sort of, unfortunately, sort of fragments everything. So whilst they're each good, I mean, I've never used Pilot Edge because it's geographically limited, and I don't typically fly in the west coast of the States very often. So because it's obviously subscription, although from what I've seen of it on YouTube, it's a very good service, and if you do like flying in that region, you're pretty much always guaranteed ATC as well. But yeah, because it's all fragmented, then it's a shame it's not all consolidated into one to maximise the ATC coverage. But there we go. We just run with what we have. None of my live ATC feeds, I've just realised, are actually saying a damn thing. Okay, let's go for somewhere that's going to be a little bit more. Let's go pop into France and let's get up. I believe Nice has always got good ATC. We'll go Nice control high. There we go. Spain, I don't think has any online frequencies. Right, hopefully that will spew out some chatter. Or maybe live ATC is just throwing a wobbly this morning. I don't know. Looking forward to seeing where I get next, rostered next to with my easyJet pilot. I don't know yet. I won't find out until I have finished this flight and then go back on to the Virtual Easy page and roster myself to somewhere else. Oh, gee, come on, is the entire world ATC network just dead this morning? Let's do ground and tower then. This is ridiculous. Just someone, come on now. So let's have a scan round VATSIM, see where the people are going to. We've got a Wizz Air going from Salzburg to Asturias. Oh, that's up there, that's nice. Let's see, we got N8 Barcelona to Santiago, nice. Warsaw coming down to Lisbon from Poland obviously, and quite a lot of Lisbon traffic. Manchester to Lisbon. London Gatwick, a couple of Faro flight coming down. Right, yeah, nice. And me, I'm here, going from Lisbon to Luton. My ground speed is only 361 knots, so it's ridiculously slowly. I tell you what, I am going to speed myself up, otherwise we'll be here all day. There we go. Let's give myself a bit more welly. Get that ground speed up. There we go. And live ATC is doing just nothing this morning. That's really annoying. What's up with it? A little bit more cloudy as we work away out of, well, we're just approaching the borders of Portugal, coming up along the borders of Portugal, and then Spain right out into the distance will be. Let me see. I just need to do a few things here. Edit. So we can put tags in. Tags. Here we go. Lisbon. Luton. easyJet. FSlabs A320. Airbus. P3D. P3D. 5. Right. Simulation. VATSIM. Alright. Updated that. So I'll bring up that a minute. Yeah. Mm. Oops. Okay. See, yeah, we just passed over into Spain. The live ATC is just doing nothing. Really struggling to find a live ATC stream that's working this morning. And there we go, we have some life at last. There we are. It's better.
Bonjour, flying within 110, radar message for Airnav 0, approach runway 04 left, copy flight level 100. That's flight 100, vectors on at daily,
What's that? Audio stream. We recommend use audio stream bitrate 128. Can we affect that? If we can affect that on the fly. And we'll worry about that later. Okay. I've also got to get round to trying out the Embraer in X-Plane. So hopefully even in the next week I'll be able to do that. ATC's gone dead again. Jesus, come on.
Heading 110 to the frequency. West 4081, American flight level 80. Flight level 80, Euro and Corsair 1. Are we on our Zulu or the 1.5 bit base today? To the 342, no, it's Airnav Zulu, so the point is Lisbon. Oh, fancy on our Zulu, thank you much, 52. Combinator 793, turn right, heading 300 at 8220 knots. Heading 300, speed 257. Nicola 800 Romeo, tower 118, decimal 7, and speed 165. Yes, bonjour, Mohamed 1079, climbing 2000 CEM on 9 kilo departure. Mohamed 1079, bonjour, identify, decline, altitude 3000, destination 1017. Destination 1017, climb altitude 3000, Mohamed 1079. Euro West 4081, turn left 015. Left heading 015, Euro West Corsair 81. Euro West 4081, contact departure 130 decimal 830, bye. 30 decimal 830, Euro West Corsair 81, bye. Almeida 10799, fly heading 1620. Heading 160, my man 107. Almeida 793, direct to land clear of Airnav Zulu, approach runway 04 left. 1079er, climb flight level 80.
Climb flight level 80 on my main 147.
Kilo 342, descent flight level 70.
Flight level 70, give it 342.
Combination 2935, flight heading 190, descent flight level 110. Runway 1079er, to the right, heading 280.
Right turn heading 280 on my main 147.
Combination 2935, news code 0650. Runway 1079er, turn to the right, heading 340.
Turn right heading 340 on my main 147.
Combination 79er, 61, 62, and tower 1180.7 back.
160 and...
Runway 1079er, climb flight level 170.
Climb level 170 on my main 147.
Kilo 342, descend altitude 4000 feet, QNH 1017, direct to left, please appear down at Zulu, approach runway 05.
SS 4000 feet, QNH 1017, and direct to left to clear RF, Zulu approach runway 04 left to 340.
Deary me. Let's have a look. There's quite a few easyJets. I think we've already seen that. Yeah, Gatwick, Faro. He's going Malaga, Liverpool, and Mallorca, Manchester. Nice. Some Iranian Tehran Centre is online on VATSIM. That's great to see. I mean, it's not often that those sort of regions always get ATC services on VATSIM. What would be good, as again, same thing I touched upon in my flight down to Cape Town yesterday, if Orbx, as well as bringing out some regional African scenery, could also do the Middle East and Asia, then yeah, because the scenery globally sucks there as well at the moment, unfortunately, which is a shame, because there would be some great airports, great places I'd be very interested in flying around. Maybe I'll still do it in X-Planes, probably the scenery's a bit better in X-Plane, but certainly loath to do it in P3D until you get some better Orbx scenery for those areas. Certainly, I know a while ago on P3D I did a flight from Muscat to Salalah, which is in Oman, and the scenery there was just crap. It was no bearing on how it is in real life, and I know how it is in real life because I've been there. This is just absolutely nothing like it's depicted on the simulator, so it's crying out for some better scenery in that area. But where there is a good depth of Orbx scenery, and it does look pretty good. I have, let's see, below us we have Orbx Euro land class, and doesn't look too bad, does it? That's quite nice. Some little town we're just flying over there. I have no idea where that is. let's talk about clouds now. And I love Active Sky, but the one thing I do find with Active Sky is that you do have quite a large amount of clouds, a cloud scaling as well. And these clouds here are just, I don't know, you do get clouds come up to this altitude obviously, but it's just, I don't know, it's just, it looks a bit off to me. But see, these are more like it. That's not so bad. They just look, always feels they're higher, they're bigger than they should be. If they were smaller, then you'd get a sense of you being at a higher altitude. And when you see clouds like that, you almost feel like you're only, I don't know, 10,000 feet up or something. So if they could address that, if they could get the cloud, and I think it's a cloud scaling issue, if they could get that better, then I think it would look a lot more convincing for a sense of altitude.
We should back to about 180 knots, 340.
United 2935, south of the right wind 290.
Right, turning 29.
So United 2935, take this please.
230. Bonjour, France 68 Charlie Hotel, le niveau 140 route typique.
France 68 Charlie Hotel, bonjour, continue au calme, fidèle radar pour Airman Lolo, piste 04 gauche, descendez niveau 70.
En niveau 70, poursuit au cap pour un guidage radar, Airnav Zulu 04 gauche, Air France 68 Charlie Hotel.
United 2935, this is 169, and you're clear visual approach runway 0 Farley, via east of 158.
Not about that, the speed 160, clear visual approach. Okay, 340, if you're planning with very light today, you can have a slave on approach speed.
Which speed is 240?
Final approach is going to be about 130 knots.
Proceed 240. Bonjour, je viens de faire un direct là-dessus, vous me rappelez au niveau 100. C'est Cossol, donc ce sera pour une Airman Zulu, piste 04 gauche. Combinaison 2935, contact tower 1180, Motel outside.
Thanks everybody, Captain 95.
Charlie Hotel, descendez à 4 pieds, QNH 1017.
4000 pieds, QNH 1017 pour 68 Charlie Hotel, c'est correct?
C'est correct, maintenant vous descendez pour pouvoir retourner sur la suite, vous êtes numéro 3, le prochain
Let's see now.
direct de l'appui, autorisé approche Airman Zulu, piste 04 gauche.
Sur l'appui, autorisé approche Airnav Zulu 04 gauche, Air France 68 Charlie Hotel.
Modular 342, tower 118 is 37 back.
187 to 340, 118.
Et là, tout tri, c'est à l'altitude 4000 feet from 017.
Say again, the altitude?
Et là, tout tri, c'est à l'altitude 4000 feet from 017.
12,000 feet, 1017, last 223.
Paris Hôtel, la tour 118, 7 au revoir.
La tour 18, 7 au revoir, en France 68, Charlie Hotel.
Take-off, faudra être prêt à descendre.
On est prêt à descendre.
Take-off, 34, descendez niveau 6.
Okay, looks like we're approaching the north coast of Spain, across the Bay of Biscay, and then it'll be up across Brittany in France, across English Channel and down into Luton.
Bonjour, surveillez Hermas Zulu, 04 gauche, descendez niveau 100.
Hermas Zulu, 04 gauche, et vers niveau 100, Hermas 32 Juliette.
Excuse me.
Et là, tout tri, wait, 200 knots.
200 knots,
see, we got Wizz Air off to our right there. Should be at different altitude. Don't see him. Oh, it's probably miles away anyway. Altitude's he flying at? He's only at 23,000 feet. That'd be well below me. Oh, that not Wizz Air. Wizz Air's up here. It's 32,000. See the other traffic anyway. I should probably increase the trouble is I don't want to increase the traffic distance too much because otherwise it will give problems. And you still get that horrible cloud rendering against the mountains issue. I should get around to fixing that.
Et je vous rappelle qu'elle approche la vie en fonction du précédent, du vent et de la vie.
Easter Sunday today, of course, so happy Easter. It's not really going to work if someone's watching us in a week's time, is it? Me saying happy Easter? Yeah, never mind.
Paris 202, cause turbulence.
Juliette, tournez à droite au 410 et descendez niveau 70.
110, 470, le niveau 32, on est Juliette.
Et là, P3D, contact tower, on va voir 9.7, bye.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see apps on this phone.
Est-ce que à ce cap de la classe, vous pouvez faire l'approche ou c'est un cap pour une meilleure interception?
Non, non, on peut faire l'approche directe.
Reçu, EcoFox. Dans ce cas, je vous mets l'approche Arnal 0204 gauche.
On est Arnal 0204 gauche.
Novembre Juliette, direct là-dessus, descendez altitude 5000 pieds, connexion 17.
5000 17 sur rendu 32, rendu Juliette.
And we're over the coast now. That sea colour just looks all wrong, it's so blue. Nice mountainous down there though. Actually, you see what I mean, as I was saying earlier about these clouds, look, they're just so high up. It annoys me. So yeah, across the Bay of Biscay now. And no, the ATC's gone offline, damn it. There's no London ATC online anymore, that is a shame. Disappointing. It was online for long then. No, not really.
Et du 32 Roméo Juliette, juste pour mon info, on passait en vélo à partir d'un vent trop important, c'est ça? Dans l'aéroport Roméo Juliette, on avait plusieurs choses. Ce matin, il est déjà à sabot, on a beaucoup de vent et en plus on a une zone de couverture radar, enfin une zone de non-couverture radar assez phénoménale dans le secteur. Ça nous a rendu tellement à la solution.
Ceci, c'était juste pour mon info. Merci.
Warsaw 6633, bonjour, expect Airman Zulu, approach runway 04 left, ground 6 from arrival, maintain flight level 150 on return. Ecofox avec la tour 118 des semaines 7, au revoir.
On est 7 Ecofox, non?
So my ATC died on me again. Get Paris frequency up now anyway. Let's leave Nice behind us and we'll go for Paris-Orly. There we go. Let's get Paris-Orly approach. Do nicely.
Bonjour, Alpine 532 Tango, descent level 102 Edinburgh,
Alpine 530 Tango, bonjour, descend 100, Molba 5 Echo, ILS 06. Descent flight level 60.
No, level 602, descent now 6.
Zulu, descent flight level 70, intercept localizer 06.
Descent 70, intercept localizer 06, ready, 34, Whiskey Zulu, any protection now?
34 Whiskey Zulu, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250, ready, 34 Whiskey Zulu. Bonjour, François 18, Lima Novembre, l'information Golf, en descente niveau 100 au Lilo.
François 18 Lima Novembre, bonjour, identifié, descendez 100 au Lilo 5 Echo, approchez la 06, vitesse 259.
100 au niveau 100, au Lilo 5 Echo, l'ILS 06 et la vitesse sur la distance 259.
Lima Echo, bonjour, identified, descend 100 au Dilo 5 Echo, ILS 06.
Pilot 100, 05 Echo, ILS 06, unified Lima Echo.
Zulu, reduce speed to 20 knots. Three 6, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1019, cleared ILS 06.
5,000 feet 1019, cleared ILS 06, 0.
Gaia 34 Whiskey Zulu, contact only radar 124, decimal 45, over.
Decimal 45.
Bonjour, Gaia 34 Whiskey Zulu, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1019, and intercept localizer 06.
5,000, 1019, localizer 06.
Lima Echo, reduce now 220 knots.
Reducing now 220 knots, 35 for next.
Chinois 716, turn left, heading 270. Alpine 53 Zulu Tango, reduce speed 220 knots, descend flight level 70. 18 Lima Novembre, contactez Orly Radar 124 décimal 450, au revoir.
124 450 Lima Novembre, au revoir. Orly Radar, bonjour, François 10, Lima Novembre en descente niveau 70, Odilo Stéphane.
Bonjour Soleil 18 Lima Novembre, continue au 4, gardez 252, interceptez le log 06.
Au 15 259, le log 06, François 10, Lima Novembre. If available.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, at least we're finally getting some ATC chatter. It's like Paris is awake, unlike most of Portugal and the sort of south of France. They're probably all out enjoying the sun instead. It was a bit stormy just south of Paris yesterday on the way to Cape Town. Had some thundery weather to navigate through. Don't know what it's like today. There's a lot of cloud about here over the Bay of Biscay. And again, as you can see, the altitude of it just in the distance there is just it's annoying. It just doesn't look right. Never mind. Even old Unicom's a bit quiet today. One of my flights, which one was it? Was it when I went to Tallinn? Had some drama. Always enjoy a bit of Unicom drama. Has something to entertain you on these long sectors. But yeah, I was going to look up and see why the Airbus was calling me a retard on departure. FSlabs A320 retard take off.
Maintenance final 70, continue on present heading to Edinburgh, Island 0, 55 miles.
16, contact all your radar 124.45, over.
Okay, probably didn't have it sat in the detent zone, I think that's why. Okay, that's fine.
6 Papa Golf on the frequency. 716, bonjour, heading to 70, descend.
At least the wind's dropped off, it's only 34 now, so our ground speed has increased dramatically.
Please confirm for beauty 5 Lima Echo descend 5000 feet on QNH 1019 recording for Island 0.
I confirm. Iberia 34 with you to do reduce 180. Iberia with you to do, you are 7 miles behind an average 330.
Copy information, Iberia 34 with you to do.
Entre la 18 novembre, autorisé ILS 06 à 20.
Ils sont allés autoriser ILS 06 français,
There are 716, turn right, heading 300. Right, contactez Orly Radar 124 décimal 450, au revoir. 160, bye. En soleil les mains novembre, réduisez 180.
180 niveau de haut. Il y en a un France 4 bonjour, on est au nord vers le
847, vitesse 222, à droite cap 020 pour intercepter le lock 06.
020 pour intercepter le log 06, on va faire passer à travers et 225 nœuds, notre million liste, regardez.
225, 40. Site 3 Zulu Tango, contact all your radar 124.45, au revoir.
Radar 1445. Zulu 0 not 35 micron.
Roger, keep 220.
Keeping 220, 35 micron. Bonjour, Alpine 53 Zulu Tango, flight level 30.
Bonjour, Pacific Tango, continue, push up. Cesar 716, on the right heading 350, descend 4,000 feet, 1019.
Heading 350, zero down 4,000 feet,
Air France 847, descendez 5000 pieds, QNH 1019.
5000 pieds, 1019, 147.
Del 434, Mike calling.
Portugal 434 Mike, level 100, and we did provide the go.
Oh, a little bit of a turbulence.
All your radar 124.4.
A bit clearer turbulence.
Norway, Mark, 6 Tango down 100, reduce to 209.
Maroc 666 Tango, bonjour. Descend 100, Odilo 5 Echo, ILS 06.
06 100, Norway, Mark, 36 Tango, 209.
Portugal 434 Mike, bonjour. Reduce speed 220 knots, Odilo 5 Echo, ILS 06.
Modular 5 Echo, NY 06, speed 220 knots, 434 Mike.
Cesar 716, the right heading 030 and cleared ILS 06.
Right, heading 03, ILS 06,
Turbo, reduce minimum clean speed.
okay, that's fine.
55 Lima Echo, you can reduce 180 knots.
Reducing 180, beauty, 5 Lima Echo.
36 Papa Golf, reduce 200 knots. Chérie 1060, contactez Orly Radar 124 décimal 450, au revoir.
124 450, Gardien, 60, au revoir. 118 beauty, 5 Lima Echo, thank you, bye.
Alpine 36 Papa Golf, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1019.
Bonjour, 60.
Arrivée 1060, bonjour, continuez au cap. Réduisez 209.
209, en plus 47.
Réduisez vers 189.
189,
4 Alpha Juliette, bonjour. Maintenez le 70, vous êtes en route sur Edinburgh. Reçu, donc faites route sur PN 406, vous voulez faire quelle approche à Toussus? Pour la GNSS 0, faites à Toussus, maintenez le 70. 1.8.75. Alpine 26, Papa Golf, reduce 180 knots, clear the 06, you're 6 miles behind the 777.
Reduce 180, clear 06 knots.
Alpine 53, Zulu, Tango, descend 4,000 feet, VH 1019.
4,000 feet, 1019, Alpine 53 is now.
Extend flight level 90.
Down 70 and after Odilo heading north, speed I mark 6 Tango.
Airport Eagle 434 Mike, contact only radar 124.450, over.
124.450, FSlabs 434 Mike, au revoir.
Maroc 744, bonjour. Descend flight level 100, Odilo 5 Echo, ILS 06.
Odilo 5 Echo, 6 now, that's runway 06, heading up to speed 250 knots, radar 6.
744, AFM, keep 250 knots.
Keep speed 250 knots, radar 744. Alors, ligne du front soleil 37 sur les Victor, bonjour, on a copié l'information de Golf, on descend niveau 100, et Beaumain, 320.
Front soleil 37 Charlie Victor, bonjour. Descendez 100, Volva 5 Echo, approche ILS 06.
On descend niveau 100, Volva 5 Echo, approche ILS 06, et confirmation à la vitesse, on se laisse à la vitesse.
Charlie Victor, vous pouvez garder la vitesse jusqu'au 100, je vous rappelle ensuite pour réduire.
Yes.
On met 220.
On a 220, on descend 7.
Reçu 1060, réduisez 202.
On réduit 209.
Battery 0 Tango, reduce 180 knots. Radio 1060, réduisez 182.
On réduit 182.
Gatwick to east on Mike, speed 200 knots.
200 knots, FSlabs 434 Mike.
About 744, descend flight level 70.
Descent level 70, radar 744.
Maroc 666 Tango, contact only radar 124.450, over.
24450, where I'm off 6 Tango, bye-bye. Bonjour, where I'm off 6 Tango.
Bonjour 666 Tango, call you back. Radio 1060, réduisez 169. Alpine Battery 0 Tango, speed 160 knots. Portugal 434, Mike, descend with 5,000 feet and clear the ILS 0.
Descending 5,000 feet, clear for ILS 0. 434, Mike.
666 Tango, to the right heading 030, intercept the laser 06.
Black heading 030, intercept localizer 06, where I'm off 6 Tango.
Allez, bonjour, François, Hôtel Bravo, en mission niveau 5 sur Odilo, Soleil 61, Hôtel Bravo, bonjour, descendez 100, Odilo 5 Echo, approche ILS 06. Bonjour, Odilo 5 Echo pour aller à 06. Soleil 37, Charlie Victor, descendez 6-0.
Descend niveau 6-0, Soleil sur la Victor.
Zulu Tango, keep 115 until 6 miles, Victor Tower, 118.7, bye-bye.
118.7 at my terminal.
October 6 Tango, descend 5,000, NH 1019, cleared ILS 06.
5,000 feet 1019, cleared ILS 06, so I mark 6 Tango.
1062, désolé, autorisé ILS 06
clear, Roger, Maroc 744, reducing the speed 200 knots. Flight level 70 with you.
Bonjour, Maroc 743, descending to stabilizer and 0. So you can keep to 20 if you can and if you wish.
Okay, Roger, Maroc 744, and on this heading we are here to intercept the localizer. Let's run with 0.
France 627 Golf, descendez 70.
On descend vers le 70, France 627 Golf.
Go, so keep 220 knots and call me back if you need to reduce.
Okay.
Right, where are we now? Okay, I can see what looks like the coast of France up ahead of us now. Making good progress. Gonna be hugely away from a TOD there. Yeah, TOD is about just over 240 nautical miles away. Oh, hello. Don't like it when it makes those sounds. Actually, was that on the that might be on the live ATC chat rather than my plane, I'm not sure. I didn't think that, yeah. We seem all good here. I hadn't thought that the live ATC might pick up sounds like that. Okay, we got someone just off 1100 below, just off my side here. I don't see him. Probably he's further than 20 miles away. It's turned up on my TCAS there. How far away is he? There. Let's see a vapor trail or anything. He's going to pass 10 miles off to my side there, so I don't see him. Who is that actually? It's probably the it's either going to be him or him. Yeah. Nice. There's 1,000 feet below. Don't see a contrail at all. That's a shame.
En 44 Alpha Juliette, descendez 3000 pieds LH 1019 et rappelez établi.
Vers 3019, on pourra rappeler établi sur la GNS 07.
Okay, well, he's well away from me, so no need to worry about him at all.
We just want to get you on for him up to 6 go. On descend à 5000 pieds, canage 1019 et autorisé à approche ILS 06 Air France 627 Golf.
Bravo, descendez 5000 pieds 19, autorisé ILS 06.
On descend 5000 pieds, QNH 1019, autorisé ILS 06, Français, Corsair, Hôtel Bravo.
6, she can keep 220 for 3 miles.
Yep, we are now keeping 210 on the speed and we keep it for another 3 miles. Radar model 744 clear for us, approach runway 06.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
Large project number 160 knots, contact tower 175.
160 knots and the tower 187 David 6 Tango.
Reçu Alpha Juliette, appelez tout sus 120 décimales 750, au revoir. Merci, bonne journée. Maroc 744, 180 knots, still 8 miles, contact tower 118.7, goodbye.
Ok, 1187 pour Royal Maroc 744.
À 627 Golf, vers 182, la tour 18-7, tout de suite.
118-7 vers 189, France 627 Golf.
Charlie Victor, descendez 4000 pieds 1019, à droite, cap 300.
On descend. Vers 300 France soleil sur la licence.
C'est un hôtel Bravo, réduisez 180 nœuds rapidement.
Réduisez 180 nœuds rapidement, hôtel Bravo.
Yeah, looking nice across Brittany. Let's have a look at what other traffic we got around us at the moment going on. Let's see, we've got a British Airways just off to my right. He's going into Heathrow. Be careful because he's at a similar altitude to me. In fact, I think I see him on my TCAS. There he is. The same altitude, he's over there. So I'll have to be mindful of him. He is same altitude as me. He's heading to Heathrow though, so he should be descending soon. Hopefully we won't come into conflict. Got Ryanair going into Stansted. Heathrow down to Nice, Madrid going to Stockholm, Geneva to Gatwick. Arrivals have we got? Oh, that's Heathrow. Arrivals we got from Luton. Luton arrivals is just me, although someone's departing out from Luton.
Hôtel Bravo, le précédent a bien réduit, donc ça sera 160 nœuds.
Yeah, well, as I say, we'll have to keep an eye on that British Airways because he is not a million miles away from us. And he's obviously at the same altitude as well. Don't have any traffic in sight. Probably have to get a little bit nearer.
Charlie Victor, réduisez 189.
On réduit 189 entre les Charlie Victor.
But yeah, he's exactly the same altitude as me. He's going into Heathrow though. But did I say he's inbound from Heathrow to Gibraltar, Malaga? He is inbound from it's going a little bit faster than me, which is handy. It's going to be close though, because
Soleil 37 Charlie Victor, réduisez 169 et la tour 118.7, au revoir.
On réduit 169
who is he? PAW 477. Let's keep an eye and see what he's up to. He's totally the same altitude at me, and I'm going to be turning right in a minute, which might put us on conflict.
les approches, je pense que soleil 657 bonjour, on descend sur le champ, au kilo 282, on est à gauche.
Grand Soleil 657, bonjour, descendez 100 au Dilo 5 écho, approchez les 06.
Au Dilo 5 écho pour la 06, en dépreneur de la BTK 08, vous pouvez nous confirmer.
657, je demande, je vous rappelle.
Ah oui.
Still don't see him. It's just over 10 nautical miles away. Don't have him in sight at all. Interesting. Draw distance I've got, the settings are on. Settings.
Air France 73 à deux fois, bonjour, descendez 100 au Dilo 5
20
écho,
nautical miles,
approchez les 06.
okay. Weird. Well, I don't see him then.
Fox Hotel India Delta Yankee, descend 3000 feet 1019 and report established.
3000 feet 1019, report established.
Grand Soleil 657, donc prévoyez l'ILS 06 suivi de la VPT 08.
It's literally passing right in front of my plane. I just don't see him at all. Oh, there he is. I see him now. He's up there. Okay. Is that like a bug splatter on my screen or something? That looks neat. That's just some dirt on my screen. That's pretty cool. If that's a bug splatter, that's awesome. Okay, we're clear of conflict with him. Not going to have to worry. He's way off to my side. Yeah, he's well off 10 nautical miles to the other side. Okay, don't worry about him anymore. Although having said that, we do make a left turn coming up soon. So you have to be a little bit careful. I thought he'd be beginning his descent by now. Maybe not. Let's try it. Tilts one out. Shit, he's going to tilt one out as well. He's ahead of me though. Way ahead of me. All exciting stuff. In fact, it gets rid of it if you put the wiper on. No. Can't get rid of the bug splatters then, that's nice.
I feel happier when he starts descending. I'm not a million miles behind him. Frankfurt to Funchal, nice. Keflavik, Paris. To Heathrow. Well, he's well ahead of us, so we need to worry too much. I keep the radar on at this length, just keep an eye on him. That we're out of Brittany now, so we're more into Normandy. Further up here. Okay, we got. Oh, it's getting busy out here. BA there. We got him here. He's at 36,000. He should be west 36. Yeah, that's right. These two are going to conflict in a minute. He's going to go right in front of him. Not for me to worry about, because I'm turning away from that now. Any minute on Unicom now there. This is going to be interesting. Let's watch this. Come on, stay on my radar. Oh, come on. GCAS, you morons. Yeah, it looks like he's flying avoidance. The other guy's not. Yeah, he's T-cast. Oh, but then so's the other guy. No, he's on. Or he's just began his descent. I don't know. Let's see if he climbs back again. That's interesting. It's he's off to JFK, jeez. Not a million miles away from RTOD either. Oh, hello. See through departures. Luton's looking clear. There we go. Brilliant. Yeah, my ATC's gone quiet again, but we're going to tune in Dublin now anyway. Let's put in, because there's no UK ATC on, of course. Dublin is always good ATC. Usually. Bit hazy out over the English Channel here. Now we've got a couple of easies setting off the other way. Liverpool to Parma and Liverpool to Palermo. Meanwhile, we've got other ones. Malagu's up to Liverpool, Liverpool to Bristol. That was an interesting short flight. Luton off to Innsbruck. Innsbruck, Madrid, Stockholm, Gatwick, somewhere, Copenhagen. And of course, there's us inbound from Lisbon. There we go. First flight of the day. So a little bit closer, and then we'll put our approach details in to the FMC. Respecting runway 8 at Luton. We'll get a, when I put the approach details in, obviously we'll get a weather forecast. I can see our top of descent just appearing in the display there. So we'll soon be descending down to arrive in London Luton. UK 2000 scenery I have for London Luton. Tends to be sometimes a little bit laggy. Well, in the past it has, but since I got my 4K display and changed the AA settings, I haven't flown there. So hopefully we shall get a bit better frame rates. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's get the weather details up for Luton then. I don't know why this keeps dying on me. It's really annoying. Okay, active sky weather request destination station. So as we can see, fine conditions in Luton. So we get all the details plugged in. Come down to FMC. We want performance actually. Next phase approach. QNH Luton is 1022. And the temperature on the ground there is already 17 degrees. And the winds 0-20 at 6 knots. A slight crosswind, but not at a speed we're really going to need to be concerned about. Let me get my Luton charts up, and we will see we have a intercept altitude of 2000 and 200 on the decision height. Let's plug that in. The approach speed is going to be very slow. I'm suspicious about that. Because usually when it's a very slow approach speed, this thing drops like a stone. So I'll just have to keep my eye on things as we come into land. Anyway, that's the approach details plugged in. Of course, we'll need to slow down as we approach our top of descent. SATA-II is ahead of us there.
Whiskey Romeo behind the traffic that's parking there in your 12 o'clock. cross, tow on to down 207 Tango. Apologies, Shamrock Whiskey Romeo, yeah, that would be a flight 3. Shamrock Whiskey Romeo behind the traffic, tow on to down 205 Tango. Psychic.
Can you advise me where you are? 190.15. Very much.
One from runway 34 and 2A.
One also before 6. Flight on to Sierra 5, then right again on to Sierra. Sierra 5 and then Sierra again. 170 up, running more right over again. Once we go off Zulu Whiskey, contact ground, 121 left flight. 121 left flight. Runway 28, descending altitude 3,000 feet, getting to 019. Right, left mode at 3,000, 1019, K9. On the right side, step 0, and step 0.
9 Delta Alpha, thank you, taxi runway 16, short runway 2A. 99 Delta Alpha, taxi runway 16, short runway 2A.
Ah, cloudless UK. That's something you don't see every day.
We have an operational...
It's been glorious weather here last couple of days. Very unlike a bank holiday weekend.
When you make level 70 before Sydney, reduce your speed to minimum clean, please. 120, for a second, climb 120, direct so max Delta 155. 132.580, can I report you?
Yeah, the Orbx has this seat colour clash which I've never quite been able to get rid of. Between Europe and obviously I have England LC. And there's a discrepancy in the watercolours, and I've never been able to get around to fixing that for whatever reason. It's very annoying.
Mach 146, taxi Whiskey 2, hold short runway 34. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, we will be top of descent very shortly. Yeah, let's get back on the speed we're supposed to be at. Start slowing down now.
Runner 6 out of Bravo, report your speed to Dublin Road, frequency 121.
I suppose it went that to go. EVGA traffic spec. Right. Zero.
220 on the 1 Lima. 6 out of Bravo, 1 Lima line. Let's go around 6 out of Bravo. 416 reduce speed 180 on.
The 42 Hotel, taxi whiskey 2, hold short runway 34.
Whiskey 2, hold short 34.
Vaton 21,000. Okay, we're beginning our descent. We are beginning our descent. Tail 2, it says should be at 19,000. Oh crap. Why are we so high up then?
Morning, continue the heading, just short vector for delay, descent flight level 100. Number 10 is really
Departure plan for possible descent clearance as follows. 7,000 by Laurel. What we got by Laurel then? No, we're good.
Number 41 Delta, advise your speed to approach 121 Delta. Scandinavian 4603 reduced to final approach. Back to flight number 6, Scandinavian 4606. Scandinavian 4603, what was that speed, BT? The 125. Thank you. Later, sure. Runner 4W8, on flight. Flight 1230 radar. 045, coming right up 554.
4 Mike 1.
Crossing 34, Mike 1, please go to the Scandinavian 4603, contact tower 187, Mike 1186, Island 4603.
Stand 314.
Lake 4, April 4, stand 314, please go to the right here 4, then right here is round, definitely.
Okay. We are now descending down into Luton.
247 Delta 155, I'm happy.
Apologies, I'm up 146, taxi Bravo 1 for stand 407, Charlie.
Thank you, bro.
London, as you can see, is directly ahead of us there. You can see Heathrow down there. It's a beautiful day across the capital. We got a departure coming out of Luton.
Taxi whiskey 2, hold short runway 34.
Then we're continuing our descent. Already frame rates are tanking now. Yeah, of course we're down to about 15. Ah, Jesus. So laggy around London, it's ridiculous. absolutely kills the frames. London does. I don't know why. Always has, always will. Yeah, it's not great. Get better FPS on X-Plane, I think. Even that can be a bit troublesome. Frame rate is dreadful. You're way too bloody high. You're so bloody high. PPK want to be 15,000. It might be alright. Sending a fair rate of knots, that's for sure. Hovering around about 15 FPS, mate. That is absolutely horrendous. And let's see, our intercept altitude is going to be 109, oh no, 2000, 109.15. Check that page on here. Radio nav, yeah, 109.15. Yeah, okay.
Good morning, run at 6 Delta Bravo, other side at 2818 knots. Overnight identification here to 4 ground 118. Yeah, about what that pays, about what time? Minus 6 Delta, thank you. You minus 1950, that's 5 knots. Today, right at 6 Delta Bravo. So Santa 9 Papa X-ray, runway 28 clear to land.
Luton 9 Papa X-ray, runway 28 clear to land.
118, decimal 6.
Right turn 260,
The inbound behind you. When that traffic is clear, push start approved November, the QH1018.
Okay, when the traffic is clear behind us, we are clear to push back to the point November, QH1018, corner of Michael. Ready, 1 minute, Romeo.
Hold short from my 34.
We see two folks already pretty close to about white line. That's approach runway 28, Air Canada Airport. Chasing a Gulf, 90 back to set. Should I jump in the channel 119 and 075? 119.075, GSD, a Gulf, single 9. Charlie, Desmond 130. Desmond 130, this is good Charlie. Good morning, Ryder 93.
Seatbelts on. To brake. Can't spoil his runs. There we go. Okay, we're getting lower down now, finally.
Portugal 1323, hold short, runway 34 and 28.
There's Luton below us there.
Santa 9 Papa X-ray,
You
taxi
can see it just down there. So we will circle back round, and there we're getting a little bit lumpy and bumpy down here. Jesus. There we go.
Morning, this is Echo India, Echo Delta Charlie. We're just approaching to Hawk. Please hold on board and some upper air work to the west.
Echo India, Echo Delta Charlie, good information. Morning, QNH1018, Echo Pascal, the active over here, Dublin is runway 28. There's no military activity today. Plan below is active with parachuting.
QNH1018 and copy that. Thanks to Echo India, Echo Delta Charlie.
Delta Charlie, known owners are traffic to affect you out west to western. Maintain VA4 for your controllers.
Maintain VA4, Echo India, Echo Delta Charlie.
Going around the morning, right at 6 Delta Bravo here.
north of Lab Bay and forward towards
Okay, so at Lorraine we'll fly vector heading 255, downwind, turn base, and then on to finals for runway 8 landing. Got some traffic on VATSIM who is getting ready to depart, so probably have to slow ourselves down a minute. So we've got the speed brake out, staying ourselves down.
Clear to land, 28 Kennedy, port.
Shit, we're losing that. Break. Okay, let's get those lights on. Oh, I never even Jesus, how many lights have I forgotten to turn on? Take the lights. That's good. See what's standing on.
Mike 1, contact ground, 118.755.
Cross 3 ports, Mike 1, 118.755, and it's Edinburgh.
Portugal 1323, monitor the tower, 118.6. Dover 41 Delta, cross 34 Mike 1, and contact the ground on 118.755.
Good morning. Hotel Victor Alpha Lima passing 1,700 for 8,000 miles. Right at 99, Romeo Lima, runway 28, clear takeoff, wind 1723, takeoff. Clear takeoff for 99, Romeo. Next one. From Istanbul in not above 2,000 feet now on the QNH of 1018. Should be going towards the coast, tracking test. Dave, take the line instead of Muslim. Okay, go direct line if you want, or you can go via jet under force. We'll take the line in about 2,001. Thanks, I have a report line.
For November Tango, continue taxi link 2, Foxtrot 1, Echo 1, hold short runway 34 and 2A.
Take 2 Fox line 1, hold short 34.
Direct to Stokehead and contact approach with our routing 121 on the line.
Stokehead 121, that's the one liner 9371, bye-bye. Alright, 99 Bobby Alina, 2,200 Bobby line, door lifting departure.
Runner, Romeo Lima, Dublin, AC with M5, climb flight level 20.
Flight level 10, right now, 99 Bobby Alina.
Correction, Dover 35 November Charlie, taxi Papa 1, left turn into runway 16, and hold short runway 2A.
Papa 1, left turn 16, and hold short runway 2A.
For November Tango, monitor tower 118.6.
Sierra 5, then right onto Sierra 0.
Ah, Jesus.
Sierra 5, Sierra 2. Bye now.
No, why are we didn't want that, so down to that, thank you. Let's see. EVGA traffic. Heading 255.
Will be Air Canada crossing the runway at the Whiskey 1 intersection. Give way to that traffic. Canada 842, cross runway 34, Hotel 1.
Cross 34, Hotel 1, Air Canada, 842. Copy level 225 now, descending by level 130, confirm normal for Scandinavian 9 kilo. Confirm, yeah, with your best, yeah, Scandinavian 9 kilo.
Oh god, the performance is terrible. See all the scenery popping in and everything. Oh Jesus.
For stand 315 Charlie.
Alpha Tango, 8.4 to 315 Charlie. I'll have a 330 right now, 99. Over 9075, yeah, the go thing. I want 70 knots, so I have to take it to a Charlie.
Bravo Romeo continues hold Foxtrot, hold short link 1.
Roger, copy, not above 500 feet, turn it off.
Roger, we'll go, thank you. Contact number 132, level 580. 132, 580, all the best, 990, bye-bye. Ground, American 7, for tax. That one, keep that social link.
U17 firm, proceed vantage point south.
$2,500.
Charlie's wind is now 12036 knots, runway 28 clear takeoff. Clear takeoff 28, so by 35 clear.
Yeah, we'll stop. Just waiting on confirmation of that stand, and I'll have on my for you shortly. Yes, it'll still be with you one regardless, so I have confirmation of the stand, Shamrock 12 Golf. You can continue taxi on to Whiskey 1 cross 34 Hotel 1.
2,000.
American 723, monitor the tower.
Okay, let's get flaps 1.
level is flat level. Spark Kaby, thanks for 118 Jet, and all fine, bye now. 118, then go, quick, rock over, start. Cover 35, Charlie, 4 passing 1,500 feet.
4 passing 1,500 feet, so what's the 3,500 south?
Morning, Fox Hotel, Victor Alpha Lima, handover from Terra, just ethical line, currently 2,000, 1018.
Delta Lima, roger, Dublin information, good morning, QNH 1018, Texas Pascal. Report, just morning, approaching Arco. I'll have frequency change you first.
So approaching Arco and weather, Fox Alpha Lima.
And maybe 900 kilo, contact, Dublin approach, 121 decimal, bye.
Approach 121 decimal 1. Right now.
Sherman Corner, November Tango, climb flight level 120.
Solid 120, Shamrock Corner, November Tango.
Air Portugal 1323, contact Shannon Control, frequency 124, staff 17, bye.
Good 17, let's go on, exit 3, bye bye.
Control, good morning, so what's 3,500 south? On the road at 1 round about passing 2,500, 4,000 feet.
Dover 35, November Charlie, good day to you. You are identified. Fly heading 040 degrees. Climb flight level 120.
040, climb to level 120, so what's 3,500 south.
Sherman 4, November Tango, contact Dublin, frequency 135, 655,
655, Shamrock Corner, November Tango.
408 Charlie.
I'm 140, Charlie, I'm 120, Good morning, Bound Air 262, Charlie, taking 28.
Air 260 Charlie, taxi Whiskey 2, hold short runway 34.
Whiskey 2, also for 94, wire 262, Charlie.
19 Papa uniform, standby for push.
Standing by for push, 19 Papa uniform. American 723 is clear for takeoff, runway 28. American 723, firm, runway 28, clear to takeoff.
118 decimal 6.
Good day, select 65 Whiskey, this is descending now, we're flapping now, level 130, left turn right left 1.
65 Whiskey, good day, descent flight level 8.
Level 80, copy, short 65. 6 security, descent 5, flight go will be arrival, flight level 150. That's flight level 150, arrival, come on.
Oh, lag is killing me.
That's copy, no longer observed traffic.
Black guys are alive. This is going to be a fun landing. Bring on, it's
Whiskey, contact approach, report your current speed to the 121, that's the 1 flight.
311, Shamrock 65, bye now.
Number 35, November Charlie, direct to the India flight.
Turn to get to mine, so what's 3,500 south.
Direct Lambo, still the moment, 329.
Charlie Whiskey, Dublin approach, good day, I'll slow you down shortly, and out of 5,000 feet, QNH 108.
5,000 feet, 1018, Shamrock 65 Whiskey. Heavy at 2.7 for level 90, acre 5 alpha.
Right, 73, good day to you, you are identified, and climb flight level 160, there's no ATC speed restrictions.
160, no speed restrictions, American 723.
And hold short runway 34.
1,000.
Ground Ryder, so Bravo. What's the road turn 16? 7 Kilo Bravo, give way to the company item on the left, crossing the runway, and behind that traffic, taxi runway 16, hold short runway 28.
Company traffic is inside, behind the company, we can cross runway 16, so hold short to runway 18, Ryder 28, Ryder 7 Bravo.
this guy's chucking us all over the place.
Release point, Mike, QNH 1018.
500.
Yeah, 5 from Sierra 121 A on 937.
400.
Get nose down. Behave. Behave.
400. 300 above. Minimum
Jesus, this is all over the place.
100.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
30. 20. Retard. Retard.
It's dreadful, 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 dreadful. It's a terrible freaking landing.
Then the Suburb 3342, turn left from my 16, hold short from my 2A.
Emma 2 Lima Hotel or protection?
Emma 2 Lima Hotel, thank you. Taxi link 3, Foxtrot Echo
God,
1,
that was an interesting freaking landing, holy crap.
Echo 1, hold short on 2834, Emma 2 Lima Hotel. Emma 461 and half 40
Okay, so now vacated.
180 and we've got a little bit. 34 Roger, confirming passing flight level. Passing flight level 238 now. 4 thank you, Roger, identified.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? I think I'm gonna have to adjust my. Jesus, that was jeez. I have to turn the turbulence settings down again on my active sky settings. That was interesting, wasn't it?
Level 8033 Julia.
C999 or turn left heading 1753.
Take max up to 6,000. Roger, max up to 2,000 feet. Take max up to 70,000 feet on 6,000. 7 emergency 7238. Good day. 3672, contact Scottish 123 775. That's 775 to work 375. Camera 59 mic, speed 280 knots. 280 knots, I'm about on mic. 161, descent flight level 130. 130, 161. 161, contact Dublin, 132, that's 1580. 132, 580, 161.
Your onwards frequency is Shannon information 127.5. Advise when you're leaving this frequency if you can.
3,000 feet from QNH 1018, cleared out S28. Thank you, 3,000 feet, 1018, direct to Babel, Shamrock, cleared out S3 security. When I know for it, head out to 19 knots, prestige 5.
So, welcome to London Luton. We should just go and park ourselves up at the East Apron. Yeah.
Yeah, if you need to, what will you be reducing to with traffic falling behind?
Approved, Chud Release Point Hotel, the QNH is 101A.
Well, wasn't that an interesting landing? God, we were all over the place on that. All over the place.
Shamrock 59 Mike at A, Battery 1 leaving descent flight level 70, expected speed reduction shortly.
Running 1070, copy Shamrock 59 Mike.
Proceed 999 or contact Dublin on 135, decimal 65.
Replay should be interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to tone down the settings on Active Sky for my Airbus settings. So obviously, since they've changed the FSlabs, they've obviously tweaked the flight model again, because there's no way with 4-knot winds we should have experienced some of that. That was interesting for sure. Let's put it in gate 45, I reckon we'll do. There we go. 45.
42 up today, identified on departure flying altitude 5,000 feet, QNH1020 hectopascal.
Let's not forget to disconnect from VATSIM this time before doing the replays. Okay, welcome to London Luton. It was a pretty hair-raising arrival. Yeah. Let's get things on. Engines off. We can file the PREP. And we can disconnect from the network. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at that very interesting landing, shall we? Because that was certainly different. Okay, let's get a tower view. There we go. What the? Okay, that's interesting. Not sure why the APU fan's sticking out the bottom there. Never mind. Oh, I wonder if it's because, yeah, I know why. I didn't put it in engines running for the replay. As you can see, we're really fighting with it to get it down. As oh, we're having hell and all trouble. And then we almost nosedive it into the ground there before floating it like mad. And then we recover for quite a gentle landing, although way off the centre line. So that was messy. Let's see what the passenger perspective should be interesting. Get that now. Of course, I forgot to set it so the flaps are down. Apologies for that. Should I press them down when they come down? No, it's meant like that. Oh, good. What the hell's going on with that wing there? Jesus, like it's made of paper. It's interesting. Oh, now my flaps decided to come down. That's nice. Weird. Where those are at. Okay, that was an interesting landing, has to be said. Okay, well, that will about do it for this flight. I shall be back again very soon for another flight somewhere. So thank you very much for watching this. Don't forget, of course, to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again on another flight. Bye for now.